It relates specifically to having an advisor. An advisor for me as the person running the business. That crosses beyond tactical business decisions, like what should we price this event at, or what campaign should we start up given what time. I mean, those are all tactical things, but a lot, part of being an entrepreneur that I think is something that people don't necessarily think about all the time is keeping your own mind right and keeping your head in the game, and that is far beyond just tactical business decisions. That's the emotional ties to it, the figuring out what it is that you're trying to accomplish, having a strategy that you're driving towards, and having a strategic advisor like Townsend has been astronomically helpful to me personally in my own personal growth and my personal development. He's been through a lot of the things that I am going through, having run his own business and ramped it up and scaled it up to a significant enterprise. So he's been there. He knows what it takes. He knows the challenges, the good, the bad, and it's been helpful to have a sounding board. Just say, hey, this is what I'm thinking. This is what I'm feeling, even and it's maybe a little touchy-feely, therapy-ish, but it's been tremendously helpful for me to stay focused, to keep my eye on what the ultimate goal is, and to really focus on what matters.
Absolutely. Because the why is the biggest part.
Yeah.
And I think you touched on all those parts really well. Let's see. And then future, let's talk about where you guys want to go. Some of the goals that you probably had before that you hit.
Okay.
Maybe some of the ones that you missed.
Okay.
And perhaps how those things are all going to tie your strategy now, how you're aiming to get to those next ones.
So, for us, growth, we've always viewed growth as a kind of two-pronged approach. We have our markets that we're operating in currently. We kind of have a beachhead in Denver, Atlanta, and Dallas. And we're taking, inventory risk in those markets. We're investing in these assets, which are leases on luxury boxes, and then we're fractionalizing them, and we make the money by the service that we apply to it. It's a value-added reseller model. And so as we looked at how are we going to grow this thing, there were two facets to it. One is our existing markets, growing our market share, increasing our member base, adding a second suite, a third suite at each venue, to the point where we just have more critical mass flowing through those markets. The other side of it was, okay, we have this opportunity to expand geographically, and we feel like there is a true advantage to us having a national footprint beyond just the three markets we're in. So that was our approach. We started in Denver, we then opened Atlanta, we then opened Dallas, and we learned some very painful lessons. Yeah, so in Dallas, we kind of realized that these investments we were making, we were on these leases for these boxes, and we weren't filling them fast enough, so we weren't profitable, and that isn't a sustainable business model, obviously. So in midstream, we've kind of taken a more hybrid approach now, where we are being more reactive to the current members that we have, and using the opportunity to leverage what we're already doing for them by bringing new members in. So, it's a strategic shift. It may be hard to understand in this kind of venue, but rather than just going in there spending hundreds of thousands of dollars on leases, we're now taking a more conservative approach on our inventory acquisition.
Yeah, I can see how that could just totally shoot you in the ass, just having too much stuff.
Yeah, and this is something we've really learned a lot by doing it this way, and it is scalable. And for a very small investment, rather than going and investing a couple $100,000 in a suite, we can invest a couple $100,000 in salespeople and marketing staff and a marketing budget, and for what we might have been able to do in one market, with that similar investment, we should be able to get 3 to 4 markets up and running for the similar investment. So that's, as we look to the future, that's what we're focusing on. Is, okay, we've got our operational business model ironed out. We know how to do what we do. Our members love the service that we provide. Now we just need more people to know about us, offer more opportunities for people, both in our existing markets and in new markets, and our growth trajectory should just continue to be like that, the hockey stick.